Hello Year 10, welcome to week 3 and it's all 3 lessons this week. That's because we're going to ask you to write an answer to question 2, one from sources that you haven't actually read yet, so it's going to be kind of like under timed conditions. So you'll need to use your other lessons to, once you've looked at the question, go back over what you did last week to make sure you can see how to approach the question. As always, date, English Language Paper 2, question 2, challenge question in red. So this week you may see that you have an instructions grid like this as well as the other information. This is just really a summary by all your teachers for what you're doing this week and why you're doing it, so you understand the bigger scheme of things. All the PDFs that we've uploaded are very clearly labelled this week, so you should be able to go through from page 97 to 101. This is the actual question here, okay? And this is the question you'll be answering. Ignore this bit here that says about 8 minutes because you're going to be doing it in as long as it takes you, because I want you to be able to craft a good answer to question 2. Now, as you go through this, you need to remember everything you did last week on how to approach the question. If you remember correctly, the first thing you needed to do was look at the key words in the question. What are the key words in here? Yeah. So what are you being asked to look at when you read through those sources? Which actual parts are you asked to look at? The second thing you need to think about is the similarities. And you need to make a list of those similarities and find quotations to back that up. Then I would like you to remember activity 5 of last week, where you had a list of the examiner's criteria and you applied that to other students' work. So before you answer your own, you need to look and see, can I include this list of criteria in my answer? So that was from activity 5 last week. Let's see if I can write this here so you can read it. Activity 5 from last week. Okay, so that's worth going back over and looking at as well as activity 6, how you actually crafted your own answer. So here we have source A, and that is on page 98. Please remember to look and read the introduction as well as the actual source. This is one that you will recognise a little bit because we did this in question 1. So please make sure you have the right page and that you read it all through carefully. Page 99, we have source B. Again, please read through this part here, which gives you the context. I think also we looked at this one in question 1. One thing I do want to point out here is this wiggly line and the arrow here, okay? That means this extract hasn't finished. There is another page. And as you see on the next page, on page 100, this is where the extract finishes. Okay, please notice the glossary here for words that you are unsure of. So we would like you to read up to here, and then we would like you to complete the question. Once you have completed the question, not before, once you've completed it, we would like you to put the title Progress Check, and we would like you to complete this underneath your answer. Now, you do not need to write it out as a grid. You can just write it out in sentences. But the important thing is that you use this title and that this is written after your answer to question 7. We've included this image of some lined paper to give you an idea of the length that we are expecting for your answer for question 2. We are expecting one side of handwritten A4. I don't know how much that works out in type. That's for you. We'll have to work that out if you're somebody who's typing it. As you know, our preference is towards you writing, handwriting, and in your exercise books, just to keep those skills going. So the answer should be one side of A4, and then the progress check should come after that. So, thank you for listening, Year 10. Well done. From message from all your teachers is well done. The majority of you have been amazing on the amount of work you've done. Any of you who are struggling or have a question or are unsure, please remember, email your English teachers and they will reply and try and sort out any problems as soon as is possible. Thank you again. Well done on all your efforts.